Thanks for stopping by my channel. My name is Mallory, an American military wife living in Germany. I will not be able to say that for very much longer because on the day of filming this, in less than 1 week, we will be back in the United States for good. Or at least for this tour. I have no idea if we'll be back in Germany or Europe for another overseas tour, but this tour will be over. Maybe by the time you see it, I think I'll post it like right before we're going back to the States. But this will be the last video that I probably will be able to say, like, I'm an American military wife living in Germany. So it's really weird. We are moving to California very, very soon, and I just can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. But this video is going to be about my biggest regrets about living in Germany. So if this interests you or you want to see more of my videos about life as a military wife, then please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of my tribe here. All right, so this is not going to be like a gripe session or anything. This is just going to be a quick video on a few things that I regret either doing or not doing while living in Germany. So just some background. We moved here almost 2 years ago. My husband has been here since September of 2017, and I got here in December of 2017 because I had to finish nursing school. So I'm filming this in October of 2019, and so it's been about 2 years. We're just gonna say 2 years. I'm pregnant with our first child, a baby boy. I do have a pregnancy series, so you can check that out in the cards. Overall, our experience in Germany has been very good. I feel like I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. There's been a lot of difficult moments, and I've talked about that in my videos. It's not like all rainbows and sunshine living overseas. There's a lot of difficulties, but there's things that I wish that I would have done and wish I hadn't have done. And I'm gonna share that with you guys. And this is like in no particular order. So my biggest regret would be not traveling more and not exploring the immediate area more. I think this is very common. Hold on, I think my water is boiling. Just a second. It's not quite boiling, but I'm gonna have to get up in another minute to go check it. So I think we tend to fall into this trap no matter where we live. We tend to not explore the area in which we live. I lived in the Dallas area of Texas for my whole life up until going to college, and like I never went to the Kennedy Museum. I still have never gone to the museum. You know, and so there's certain things that you just don't do when you live in a particular place. And there's just like so much in the immediate area, not just Wiesbaden, but just like the surrounding area that we haven't done. And I regret that. I wish we would have done more of that. And then if you've watched, like if you know me like from Instagram or whatever, and you followed our travels, you'll be like, well, Mallory, you have traveled a lot. And we have traveled a lot, but we could have done more, especially more towards the beginning of our tour here. This might sound really petty, but planning trips here in Europe at first caused me a lot of anxiety, and it was really overwhelming. That's just my personality. Other people will just find it really fun and adventurous, but I had to find a groove, and I really had to find my footing. It was very different than planning trips in America, just for various reasons. I'm not going to go into it. So we could have done more traveling. I'm going to go check on my water now, and it should be boiling. I'm making boiled carrots, if anybody's wondering, or cooked carrots. Okay, number 2 regret is not making more friends and isolating myself. I don't know, that might be an even bigger regret than not having traveled more, because like I said, we have traveled a lot, but I really isolated myself, and I hardly made any friends. I've had like one good friend here. I feel like I developed a little bit of social anxiety after getting here. When I first got here, I was really excited about not having to be around a bunch of people because I had just come out of a very rigorous, that's the dog, a very rigorous nursing program, a BSN, for becoming a registered nurse. And it was great, but I was with the same people all the time for 2 whole years. And I just needed a break from people. And so I was really looking forward to like having my own schedule, being able to dictate when I did stuff and not having to be around a bunch of people. But I think I took it a little too far and didn't make enough friends. I didn't really have a good community around me. Plus, we were struggling with infertility, which that in itself, if you have not experienced it, it's very isolating. I think it definitely caused me a lot of anxiety. It was just really, really hard emotionally. But I think if I had formed a good, solid community around me, I would have been able to cope better. The third thing that I regret not doing is not taking a German language class. Now, I came here with a little bit of German under my belt. I took German in high school, like the second half of high school, and then I took it in the first half of college. So I had basically like 2.5 years of German language classes. And it was really helpful. Like I still remembered the basics coming here, and I feel like I had a leg up on people who came here without knowing any German. But I wish I would have developed the language better so that I could have maybe spoken German kind of fluently by the end of 2 years. I think that would have totally been possible if I would have really dedicated myself and taken an actual class. Again, that would have played into number 2 with getting around more people and like socializing myself and just forming that community. I could have had like classmates that I would see every week or every few weeks for class. On base, they usually have a free German language class through ACS, which is Army Community Services. But then if you want to get even more serious, they have schools off base for German as a second language. And, you know, we could have forked out some money for that, but I just didn't do it. And then it got too late to do it. So, all right. And then the fourth and final thing, it's not really a regret. I don't know if I regret this or not. So this doesn't really totally qualify, but I have mixed feelings. And that's mixed feelings about having a home-based business and just working while in Germany, period. There's a lot of red tape. If you want more information about starting a home-based business in Germany as a military spouse, you can go check out my video I did about that. I guess I don't regret doing it, but I did have to pay a lot of money in German taxes, and we were able to pay it, but it wasn't fun. It was just so much money. And then I also paid self-employment tax to the US, and now I have to file an amendment to our 2018 US taxes so that I can get a foreign tax credit for paying taxes to Germany. And I also had a remote work job that I started in 2018 and did that for a little less than 6 months. And when I initially started the remote work job, I did not realize that even though the work has nothing to do with Germany, it was online, you can't even be German to work at this particular job. I didn't realize when I started that job that I would have to declare that income to the German government. I thought because it had nothing to do with Germany that Germany wouldn't care, but they do care, and I did report it. So I didn't know that. There's things that I didn't know about taxation in Germany. So I don't regret having a home-based business in Germany or working per se, but if I had to do it again, I might do it differently. Hindsight is 20/20 in this realm. So those are the things, those are the 4 things that my 4 regrets. Well, 3 regrets and like not really a regret, but I wish like I would do it differently if I could do it over again. I learned a lot, let's say. Those are my regrets from living in Germany. If you have lived in Germany before as a military spouse, let me know in the comments below what you regret doing or not doing. You know, again, hindsight is 20/20. That's how it goes. So I hope this is helpful. My hope is that these regrets help inform other military spouses for things that they should not do. So travel, 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 explore your local area, take German classes, really know what you're getting into when you start a home-based business or you're doing remote work, like telework. And what was the other thing? And make friends, create a community around yourself, meet people. So I hope these are helpful. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And until the next video, take care, everybody. Bye.